This story begins in a quiet town called Westmere, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, or at least they think they do. On a foggy September morning, 32-year-old Emily Harrow was reported missing by her husband Daniel. According to him, she went out for a morning jog around 6 a.m. and never came back. But what looked like a random disappearance would unravel into a dark web of betrayal, secrets, and a horrifying twist no one could have imagined. This is the story of Emily Harrow, the woman who vanished without a trace. Chapter 1. The vanishing Daniel sat on the porch, chain smoking. His hands trembled as he told officers that Emily had left with her headphones and never returned. No signs of a struggle. Her phone was found tossed near the edge of Miller's Creek, cracked and soaked. The police quickly started a search. Drones, dogs, divers, the whole town got involved. Emily was loved. A local teacher. She had no enemies, no debt, no criminal history. Her disappearance didn't make sense. But within 48 hours, the story started to crack. Chapter 2. The affair. While reviewing Emily's phone records, something popped up. A string of late-night calls to none other than her younger sister, Chloe. At first, it seemed harmless. But digging deeper, detectives found something else, messages Emily had never seen. Chloe and Daniel were having an affair. It had started 5 months ago, quietly, sneakily, under the same roof at family gatherings, barbecues, holidays. Emily had confided in Chloe that she suspected Daniel of cheating, not knowing her own sister was the other woman. And now, Emily was gone. Chloe was brought in for questioning. She looked broken, mascara smeared, fingers twitching. "I never meant for it to happen," she whispered. "But I would never hurt her. I love my sister. I still do." Daniel, on the other hand, was cold, defensive. He claimed the affair had ended 2 weeks before the disappearance, that it was just a mistake, nothing more. But police weren't buying it. Chapter 3. Strange clues. The deeper the investigation went, the stranger it got. Emily's bank account had been untouched since she vanished. No CCTV footage. No confirmed sightings. No ransom note. Nothing. Except for one thing. Inside her closet, detectives found a small notebook tucked behind a shoebox. It was Emily's journal, and it painted a chilling picture. In the weeks leading up to her disappearance, she wrote about someone following her. Not Daniel. Not Chloe. Someone else. "There's a car that keeps showing up when I walk home. I think I saw him outside my classroom today." "Is it, Dad?" That last line hit like a hammer. Her father? Chapter 4. The family's secret. Emily's father, Richard Harrow, was a respected retired surgeon. Widowed, soft-spoken, the kind of man who brought pies to the neighbors and volunteered at the animal shelter. When asked about the journal, Richard said Emily had been going through things, that she was stressed from work and starting to imagine things. But there was something off about him. Too calm. Too precise. Detectives obtained a warrant and searched his house. What they found turned the whole case upside down. In the basement, a set of locks recently installed on the interior of a storage room door. Chains, a mattress, stain sheets, and a necklace that belonged to Emily. They weren't looking at a missing persons case anymore. They were looking at a kidnapping. Chapter 5. Truth uncovered. Richard was arrested immediately. At first, he denied everything. Claimed he had no idea how Emily's necklace got there. But under pressure, his carefully constructed facade crumbled. He confessed, but not in the way anyone expected. "I did it to save her," he said. "To protect her from those two snakes." Turns out Richard had found out about the affair before Emily did. He saw Chloe and Daniel at a hotel, followed them, took photos. And in his twisted mind, the only way to save his daughter from heartbreak was to remove her from the situation. So he built a hidden room, drugged her, kidnapped her from the jogging path, told her Daniel and Chloe were dead to her, that she had to start over. For 9 days, he kept her locked up, feeding her lies, until the police came knocking. Emily was found in shock, malnourished, but alive. Chapter 6. Aftermath. Emily's recovery was long and painful. She cut all ties with Daniel and Chloe, who never faced criminal charges. Only public humiliation and personal ruin. Richard, on the other hand, was charged with kidnapping, false imprisonment, and attempted psychological manipulation. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison. But here's the part that still haunts Emily. He thought he was saving me, but he destroyed everything I had left. She moved across the country, changed her name, and disappeared from public life. To this day, she refuses all interviews. Epilogue people still talk about the Harrow family in Westmere. How a father's twisted love turned into a calculated crime. How betrayal can come from the ones closest to you. But most of all, they talk about Emily, the woman who was betrayed by her husband, her sister, and ultimately, her own father. Some say she was the victim. Others say she was the survivor. You decide. Thanks for watching WTF Dose. If you like this story, hit that like button, subscribe for more weekly mysteries, and comment below. Who do you think hurt Emily the most? Daniel, Chloe, or her father? Until next time, stay curious, stay careful.